Hi, welcome back to Centre Cresti La Luz and Live and Breathe Horses. I've got a few afterthoughts on a previous daily thoughts that we did. So it was the one about treating them like you want them to be. And it just occurred to me that, sometimes it's hearing the same thing in a different way and it makes more sense. And that really is the same thing as about the language. Treat them how you want them to be, but what language are we using? There's an enormous power in language and words. Just for example, if I say, lift your arms up, or if I said, allow your arms to float up, that gives a completely different feeling. Maybe if you say to somebody, oh, I'm going to tell you about whatever, or I need to tell you something. Or if you said instead, what about if I would like to share something with you. So to sharing, it gives a complete other feeling than say I'm telling you. So it gives a different feeling to us, but I think it's mainly about the person on the receiving end. So the language, I think, our internal language, the stories we're telling ourselves are especially important. The language we're using for that. If we're constantly using negative language against ourselves, we really are sabotaging everything. And this is a real process for me. I can be real expert on the negative self-talk. So pay attention, the language. When I now start to pay attention, sometimes the language I'm using to myself, I wouldn't talk to my enemy like that. It's ridiculous. So it's just, I try to make that a bit of a joke with myself and laugh at myself about it, which seems to be the best way through it. There's no point in putting yourself down further with that. So yeah, it's an interesting one. We'd love to hear from you if you have any ideas or examples about that, about the power of language, just how by using a different word can transform. Another one that comes to my mind instantly is when we go to work our horses. Why do we work our horses? It's supposed to be fun, and work doesn't sound like much fun, but that's what we say. If we said, oh, I'm off to play with my horse, for me that instantly feels lighter and less pressure than if I'm saying I'm going to work my horse. So anyway, interesting one. I think it's an interesting one anyway. I hope that's useful to you too. Like I say, I'd love to hear any examples you have of that. So thank you. The interesting use of language. Look forward to seeing you next time and keep tuning into the light.